and brother. There is love in this family. Pick yourself up and get on your feet. Don't stop me now, Maui styling, don't let me down. 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 Makena styling, upcountry styling, Campo styling, Kahanapali styling, Hana styling, Wai'ehu styling, Bahia styling, Keanai styling, Maui styling, don't let me down. 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 Maui styling, don't stop me now. Maui styling.
Aloha.
Aloha.
It's another beautiful day in Maui. And we're here in Maui Meadows at this beautiful home of my dear sweet friend ALANA Shapiro-Gilmore. And Betsy. We forgot about Betsy, right?
Yes.
So we have to get all those names in there.
Multi-people person.
Oh, she's a multi-dimensional artist, so she needs to be a multi-people person, right?
With lots of names.
That's right. Yeah. So it's my great, great pleasure here today to bring you this wonderful, wonderful, talented lady. Isn't she gorgeous on top of it? She looks like a painting in itself. You look like your artwork.
Oh, thank you. Mwah.
You're welcome. I love you, ALANA.
Yeah, you're my best little kid playmate.
Oh, boy.
We love playing together.
So we get to play on television today.
Wow. Boy, oh boy.
Yeah, fun,
Cool.
huh?
Yeah.
So, you know, I love doing these interviews with my friends because I find out things I never knew about them. Like, when did you start doing art?
Oh my God. Art got me through my whole childhood. I mean, you know, I just did art my whole childhood. My mom dragged me to Saturday morning classes, and, you know, I put all my feelings, all my fears, everything into my art, starting when I was a little kid. And it just continued. It's just been my life, you know. Been a joy.
Since you were a little girl.
Yeah.
Did you do these when you were... I'm only kidding.
No.
Since you were a little girl, that's fun. Something happened when I was a little girl. I got somehow... Now I'm very artistic, but I think somebody told me I wasn't good.
Yeah.
But, you know, that happens to a lot of children.
Yeah. Well, I never
And they get
shared
scared.
my art. I mean, that was always, you know, the part I didn't show.
So
But
then did you study art in school?
I went to art school for 1 year, and then I took one photo class there, and then when I separated from my husband, I made a career out of that one photo show and became a professional photographer. So, you know, and I didn't think I could earn money with my painting, but the painting continued. You know, I'd earn money with my commercial photography, but I kept painting too.
Well, I know that you did weddings, right? While your kids
Yeah,
were
I did
growing up.
weddings.
Yeah, we
I
know
did
about
weddings.
weddings here on Maui.
I've been
There's
for 15 years on the mainland.
so many weddings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just fell in love with everyone.
It must
you
be
know.
fun.
Oh, yeah, it is. I mean, it's so heart-centered and it's so spiritual. It was a perfect place for me.
Weddings are always so beautiful.
Yeah.
So to work with people who are getting married and in love.
Of course, I called it crisis intervention because there was always like, oh, but I loved family, and there's always, you know, upset with family, but it's the good heart kind, so I love doing weddings. Yeah,
And I'm sure photographing weddings has got to be just so much fun.
it is.
So, You got the whole Maui world, and who else knows, whatever world there, to tell what you want to tell today about your art. What would you like to tell them?
Well, I want them to know that I've been with just a wonderful man for 21 years, my darling husband Don, and I want to show you my little happy anniversary card that I did for him, because it's 2 lovebirds, but they have little Dr. Seuss antennae. I'm having so much fun. I'm being such a little kid these days. And I'm having so much fun with delightful, humorous art. You know, my archetypes are very serious. I mean, my angels are very high up there. But this is very human. Whoops.
That's okay. The human part just fell down.
Yeah.
Go back.
Go back. And I just wanted to say that what I find really important is the heart. I mean, that is what moves me. My art comes from my heart. It's heart art. And I just, there's abstract art, and there's conceptual art, and there's galleries that have opinions, and there's intellectual, conceptual writing about art. I just sort of look at art, and I either like it or I don't, or I'm passionate about it, or I love the people I'm photographing. They're my family, or their weddings, and I love them, and they come back, and I photograph their first child. I'm about love, and that's what my art's about. So
it sure is. It just shows love pops out at you all over the place, but also joy.
Yeah,
your
joy.
art is so colorful and joyous.
Yeah,
that's one of the things that I love about it. And what I love is that it's colorful and joyous, but it's not outlandish, it agrees with me.
Good.
It makes me feel good.
Good. I'm glad. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So let's see. What do we do?
Start doing. Let's pick this one.
This I love because she's joyful.
Right.
This is a joyful little angel, and she is both in her body. She's a little sexy angel. She's an imp. She's a naughty angel, because I feel that spirit and body are one.
What makes her naughty?
Well, she's flaunching around in her little...
She's showing off her nudity?
She's showing off her nudity, which we've been told in our culture isn't good, and, it's not spiritual, and it's not right. But in my world of love and spirit and body, then sexuality is innocent, it's fun, it's respected, it's nurturing, and, it's part of being spirit.
She's great. I love her.
Yeah, so I love my little impish angel.
Do you have a name for her?
No, I don't.
We'll just call her Imp.
Yeah, she's Imp. And
how about Empress?
Empress, yes. She's Empress.
And then Alana moves to something totally different like this.
Yeah, well, this is the spirit of lightning. So we have pa-boom, lightning coming in. And I love my watercolors on wet paper because it's different from my photography, which is so focused and tight. This is like the colors just go however they go, but then out of it emerges a figure. So we have a little figure who's the powerful empress of the lightning. So,
Shoo!
But I don't plan. It's like, now I will paint a figure that is the diva of lightning. It's just, it appears, I just let the art flow, and then out of it comes. So there's always discovery and always magic. So I'm always having fun.
Are some of the pieces that you had in Art Maui?
Well, actually, they liked my photography.
Oh, yes. Well, your photography is so amazing. I just wanted to show people how amazing you are, how you go from like one feeling to the next.
Okay. I really like my powerful women archetypes, and I'm just really, I'm searching. I've been searching for myself, and my art is my mirror. And when I see that I can create this, I know I can create it in my life too.
Who is this?
Oh, I think this is the woman who runs with the wolves. She's wearing all gorgeous furs, and she's a Nordic woman. She's she lives in the cold and she's rugged. And then I have others.
So where do you get your inspiration, say, to do her with her living in the cold? I mean, we don't live in the cold.
I know. Sometimes it's my dreams, and sometimes it's, it's wish fulfillment, like, oh, I wish I felt powerful, and then I'll do something like this and I feel powerful. Sometimes I look at the blank piece of paper and there's nothing there, and then all of a sudden it's like I see this image and that I'm just channeling something. So sometimes I'm just a total blank and something just comes through. So it really is magic. And
what happens when your angels come through? She paints a lot of angels. We haven't, like this one behind us.
The angels come at times when I'm doing big transformations, and sometimes they're scary times, and it's sort of like I really need support, and then some angel comes in, and I don't think I will ever be able to do anything like it again, and they keep coming. And here's another one.
So what about that one, Alana?
Well, this one I want to say, this woman was doing, she was at NYU learning to be a screenwriter, and she had a script, and one of the people in her screenplay was an artist, and she used my art, she had some actress play the artist, and then she used my art in the movie as the art, so that was sort of fun. But that was, I don't know, I just did a lot. Sometimes it takes me a couple of years to understand what's come through, and it's sort of like they're teachers. I don't even know why I painted them, or I don't know the significance. And then after a couple of years, it's like, my God, look, I have 3 arrows. I have art, music, and healing. I have the 3 arrows. But there's no bow to launch them. I'll look at these paintings and they'll teach me something about, God, I better learn to get these in the world. I have these talents, but there's no bow. I mean,
isn't that interesting?
So they teach me. They're my teachers and my guides.
And isn't that the same way with everything in life? It's like sometimes years later we go, oh,
right.
That's why that happened.
Yeah, it only took me 10 years to figure it out.
That's why I did that or painted that or was interested in that.
Right.
Let me get my mic uncovered here.
And the photography I understand because I'm just like soft focus, like my eyes roll out and everything's a blur.
We haven't even talked about your photography yet.
But
your eyes roll out. You got some eye. Do that again.
I'm very, soft focus. And the photography has taught me to focus. I mean, to really look at things. So I really needed to be a photographer. And I decided to focus on joy and celebration and the spiritual wedding union. So I picked a good focus. But it's taught me to focus.
Your photography is amazing. Like you said, Art Maui, last year, that's what they wanted with her photography.
I got 2 in the 2 years running. But, I had a
They're
one...
really amazing pieces. How did you decide to start trying lenses and create that etherical look that you create with them?
Well, the weddings and the commercial work were, really fee for service, and people asked me to do certain things. And I decided I wanted to find a film and lighting and a way of showing the world through photography how I saw the world, as opposed to how they wanted me to set it up or how most people, what consensus, we know what a tree looks like. But
I like her world.
Yeah, Airielle's world and my world is similar. That's why we're friends. So I hit upon infrared photography, and the infrared film picks up the infrared spectrum as well as the light. So trees look snowy and etheric. and people's skin is sort of, soft, and the outline is soft. So it's sort of is dreamlike. So I like that.
I'm looking at this picture over here of the trees with the branches. It feels like I could just melt right into it.
Yeah.
It's her art is just amazing. What she does
there's a
with
woman in the archway and the magic trees, and that's actually Maui. But
is it?
Yeah, it's an old mill up at the Hui Noau, but it's.
I decided this was a good time to get on. Here you go. Aloha. Hey, you can take this.
Thanks, dear.
You're welcome.
This is our wonderful camera person and producer, who is responsible
Our
for this.
everythinger.
Our everythinger, whom we love so dearly and who is so kind and giving.
And who does so much in the community. Thank you, Jason.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Well, let me focus on this photograph. Thank you. You're welcome. So talk again about this. This was great.
So this is the old sugar mill in Makawao, and it's just.
Can you move it a little bit? It's a little bit glary. That's perfect. Perfect.
It's just a friend of my daughter and her, cut off shorts and a t-shirt, but with the infrared film, it's like Alice in Wonderland. It's this beautiful woman with long, flowy hair, this princess who's with these puffy, gorgeous, etheric trees, and it's magic, It's not just, it's not the mundane world. It's the magic world that I love so much.
That's a beauty.
Yeah.
Her world is very magical.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying before. It's full of elves and fairies. So you just decided to show the rest of the world what you saw, so you found ways to do it.
Yeah, so, like the wet watercolor, which is sort of etheric, and this particular technique, which I have also used with weddings, so I never know what the results are, so I do a lot of, the Kodak Gold color film too, but
The brides must be so gorgeous.
Yeah, I have some very etheric brides.
I would love to be a bride and have my picture taken like that.
Okay, well, we can dress you up.
Okay.
And then I have the Night Blooming Sirius, which is under the full moon, which is that one. And then
Okay,
Starfire.
here it comes. Hold it up.
Okay.
We were going to do this afterwards, but we're going to do it now because you guys, hang on. You're welcome to keep talking. That's a Night Blooming Sirius?
Yeah, so this is...
Not a serious.
Well, I'm not
Cirrus.
sure. Cirrus? Whatever.
Cirrus.
It's a flower that blooms in the middle of the night. And I photographed it under the full moon, and it was about midnight. And I went out with my car, and of course there's Lili walking up Kumalani, who, with her little pinking shears, cutting things, on her moonlight walk.
Oh, you told her a secret.
I know. It's okay. We will. Lili's our dear gardener.
Here in Kula?
No, she's
Here in Kula. That's right.
Right. Kula. We're in Kupalau. Anyway, I was out with my friend Alex, and we put the headlights on the flowers that were blooming at midnight, and we used flashlights. And then I got the full moon and this magic flower that only blooms, one night every couple of months, or I don't know.
No, it's like
every
a year.
6 months, or every once a year.
I don't know exactly, but it's a long time.
So I found it, and under the full moon, and we set it up. So, and it's so hilarious because it looks so mystical. But there we are out in our pajamas with the headlights and the flashlights, and it was really funny, and that's what I love, that we can laugh and we can be mystical too.
Thank you, Alana.
Oh, thank you.
So, do you do that with a lot of people? I know I've seen some of your. Oh, I know you're doing a book, right?
Well, my book.
What happened to your book?
My book was based on actually a very scary experience where I almost died and had surgery. But when I was very sick right before surgery, what really saved me was thinking of pictures I had taken of my children that were really funny or beautiful pictures. It was like, wow, true healing, yes, it's medicine. and it's also, it's Western medicine, it's alternative medicine, but it's that level of love and beauty that comes through in art. So I just wanted to show my healing journey that included both, surgery and alternative medicine, but included my journey with my art. So I want to do a book and show my paintings and show these pictures of my children, because family and Ohana are also, they hold you here. And so it's coming. I have a deadline of April 1st, so I want a sort of a little outline by that and see if I can get it in for a proposal. And
that's a pretty soon coming.
I know. And if it doesn't happen then it's in the works. So.
Well, that's good. We'll all look forward to that, huh?
Yeah.
And then everybody can have a whole book of all this gorgeous work. Yeah. I like your shoes, Alana.
Yeah, well, I've decided that I was a little pompous, and, I had ideas of what spiritual was. So I've decided that my little kid gets to play and gets to lead. So I'm wearing my doggy slippers, and I got my gecko, who's my friend, takes care of me, which Airielle, of course, gave me.
Hello, sweetheart.
Yeah. And I got a lot of stuffed Care Bears around. So my little magic kid is having a great time, and it's really helping my art.
It feels like your kid's very involved in your art.
My kid is very involved. She is discovering, and she's, we haven't climbed trees. We haven't climbed trees since we were a little kid. I got to start climbing trees again. But I'm doing really fun art projects. I'm making myself laugh. Like someone gave me two squash, and I made them into little doggy figure. I made
them. Have them?
Yeah. Where's the stuff that fell down? Here. Here's my little. These are really. I drew the squash, and then they looked like heads of dogs, like where. Anyway, I don't know.
That's fun.
Can you see that?
Not only can we see it, it's perfect.
And then, of course, we had a decision to make, and one of the dogs had about 10 legs, so I named it, Where do I Stand?
Where do I stand?
Woof, 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 woof. Woof, woof. And then for some ridiculous reason, I had his drool go into these little drops, and just like the stop camera photography at MIT, I have the milk dropping, and I'm just wacko. I'm just playing. I'm just letting my mind roll on.
So all you have to do to be an incredible artist like Alana is just let your child play with the color. Is that it?
Yeah, I'm just playing. And I never know what's going to happen.
That's an easy thing.
Yeah, so,
Just so you know, audience probably knows they don't mean your children. They mean your inner child.
My inner child. I actually have 34-year-old twin daughters who, mom, get serious, but they're artists too. And, I think
why is it our children are so much more serious than we are?
I don't know, because we're in our second childhood and they're just hitting their first adulthood. It's like they're just hitting the hard parts that, like, oh my God, I have to pay the rent. Mom's not going to pay the rent anymore. So
that's the great thing about getting older.
Yeah, you can loosen up.
You loosen up if you're lucky. If you're lucky, you realize that all those other things aren't quite so important.
Yeah. This is what we talked about, Jason.
What's important is
friendship.
Friends and love and art and beauty and music and singing.
You guys sing together.
Oh, we do. We love to sing.
Yeah.
And Ohana and children.
Where do you sing?
Wherever we can.
I remember you guys had a group together, a rock and rock group. What was the name of your group?
Oh, you mean the Red Hot Mamas?
The Red Hot Mamas? No.
Or the Hot Flashes.
The Hot Flashes.
No, it was Alana and the Hot Flashes.
Yeah, right. That's because I refused to be a hot
she
flash.
She refused to be a hot flash, so we called it Alana and the Hot Flashes.
I was embarrassed, It's like, but I'm not anymore.
You're not embarrassed to be a hot flash anymore?
No.
Good. Wait till I tell the girls.
I'm a crone. There is nothing like a crone. Nothing in the world.
Can't remember the rest of the words.
I know.
La 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 la.
So this is what happens. You become a crone and you become a
And
little
you
kid.
forget the words.
And you laugh
So
about
you
it.
become a crone and you become a little kid.
Yeah.
And you get to have more fun in your life.
Right.
And
You
stop
lighten up.
worrying about all those little things that really aren't important because there's nothing you can do about them anyway.
And we thought being enlightened was this serious Zen thing, but
It's not.
it's just lightening up and having more fun.
And it's
getting
really
more humorous.
fun to realize that. Alana and I want to encourage all of you who thought that you couldn't do something creative. Don't you want to encourage them, honey?
Oh, absolutely. Yes, I want to encourage you. I also just want to say that my feeling is that self-expression of any sort, music, art, whatever, is drama, is healing, and that we are all masters, and that we live with our judgments that have been laid on us from children, but we are all singers, we are all painters, and my job is to give loving attention to people and to tell them not to judge themselves and that they can do expressive things, and I know that that's very healing for everyone. So that's really...
I think that that's really the biggest thing for everybody is our judgment of others, judgment of ourselves. We judge ourselves more than anybody else. And if we can just let go of that, if you can spend 30 minutes not comparing yourself to anybody.
How about 3 minutes?
I thought 30 was like a really good number.
Yeah.
I really encourage you to give that a try. It's really fun. And just let that inner child that we talked about, let that inner child play. Because it's very satisfying and it really opens your heart.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You can come sing with us.
Yeah.
We remember the words most of the time.
Can you have people at your art studio?
Sure. Absolutely.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to be putting the number on right now. I can see it right there. What number do I want to see up there?
891-8130.
891-8130. Oh, it goes so perfectly on the screen.
Oh, good.
So you're really art and photography. I guess this is your gallery and your workspace. What a great thing.
Yeah, and I want to have musical nights like spirit singing. I want people to sing their own song.
We do that here.
Yeah. So, and I
It's
want to open it.
happening.
I want to open that some of the circles to other people to experience. So.
For singing hearts.
Yeah.
How about painting hearts? Aren't you
Yeah.
going to be giving us a little workshop in watercolors?
Well, I guess we just made it up, so I guess we'll do that. Why not?
I'd like that.
Okay.
That's why I said it.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, is there anything else you would like to tell our beloveds out here before we wish them aloha?
Well, I just want, maybe you, Jason can go around and show some of the art.
I've been showing the art the whole time.
Okay.
You may not see, but when I'm done here,
It'll be
I'm
in
going to go around and I'm going to get all the pictures, and as you're talking, there are going to be pieces of art showing up on screen.
Okay.
Yay!
That's the magic of television.
The magic of television. Isn't
And here's
it
a little
wonderful?
sparkly gecko. Yay!
Oh, hold him up. He's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he could be part of our aloha.
Yeah.
He's going to
my
talk right
Jiminy
into
Gecko.
No, don't cover your mic. He's going to
Okay.
talk into the mic.
He's my Jiminy Gecko. He's my little.
He's the little gecko.
Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
Okay.
La da 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 da
Jason,
da
are
da
you
da
gonna
da
come
da 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 da. Woo, woo, woo.
Yay.
I'm coming. They were wondering when I was going to come in on the screen.
Well,
the fact
we knew
is,
you'd make it.
I'd make it, but
Yeah.
I didn't sit down because what I wanted is I wanted to give the world a lot of what I see here, which is two beautiful ladies talking together. Don't you see how much love you feel right here? This is a great spot. I got a good spot.
Yeah, you do.
I know.
And we're all blessed. We are all supported by Spirit, by God. We are all gods.
That's right.
We are all, each and every one of us, And thank God we're getting to learn that.
Yeah.
I like
And
this
it's not
couple.
considered blasphemy anymore.
Yeah.
See, this little guy, he says, whoop, 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 hello. And then he kisses Alana.
He's
and
fun.
he waves hello to you.
Show him his back.
It's beautiful.
Oh, you see that?
Very good.
He's all glitters.
I'm going to jump off again, but I just
No,
want to...
don't. Well, you can
Much
if you want
love.
to.
Much love.
Thank you for filming.
Well, weren't
for
you
video.
going to be?
Thank you.
You're going to be given. They're going to give an ending, and then we're going to, poof, the magic of television. We're going to go and see some other stuff.
That's right.
Okay.
So hang on.
So, we would like to thank you so much for joining us here today and giving us this opportunity to share our hearts and this beautiful art with you. And we hope you've enjoyed it and that you'll come back and visit with us again. In the meantime, I hope every moment in your life you take the time to realize that love is all around us. So thank you very much. Alana, thank you so much for your beautiful home
Thank you.
and for all the beautiful art that you do.
Thank you for the opportunity for me to share. I'm very, very happy right now.
And we wish you aloha.
What's this one?
Well, this is a double print, silver gelatin print of a woman.
Yeah.
And I just thought her shape was so beautiful, and I also like the bottle shape, so I was trying to fit her in the bottle, and it's sort of, she's in the womb, she's unborn, she's She hasn't fully expressed herself, but it's so beautiful. And it's a classical odalisque. It reminds me so much of some of the classical paintings. My background is classical paintings.
Oh.
You know? So it just reminds me of...
Is she a painting? She's a painting.
No, it's photography. But I'll
Wow.
never do anything like it again. I'm allergic to the chemistry. I can't go into the dark room
Oh,
again.
so it's a classic.
It's a classic. It's a one of a kind.
Woman in a bottle.
Yeah.
Sort of like a Christmas.
Yeah, she's a little Christmas tree ornament. She's whatever you want. That's the beauty of art.
You guys are so fun.
Yeah.
You could make a Christmas tree ornament out of her.
Right, we could hang
Paint
it.
her.
Yeah, right.
I'd like to see a woman hanging from a tree. No. For me.
Well, then
Christmas.
we have the other.
Let's see what this
Do you
is.
see this one? This is at a temple in Japan. I didn't get to
Wow.
Kyoto, but I got an hour out of Tokyo. And look at the little divas. Look at the little. So now this is the infrared, and this is what infrared does. It just makes the leaves white. It makes it all magic, and you can see all the little fairies in the
Great.
stream.
Well, people are going to have to come here to your gallery and really get to appreciate them more. What do you think?
Well,
Let me have that number one more time, would you?
891-8130.
891-8130.
And I do business as ALANA Swan.
Oh,
Yet
okay.
another.
Do business. That means paint. That's how you sign it?
Doing
Alana Swan?
business as ALANA Swan, yes. This is one of my daughters.
Go.
Okay.
This is her daughter. Alana was just sharing with us that she wanted to share an experience that she had during the surgery where she had done this beautiful painting that we spoke about. And so what happened? Tell us.
We had a very upbeat interview, and I've talked a lot about my child's delight. But the fact is I was very depressed and didn't see much reason for living, and actually almost died because I lost my joy. And the way I got it back, I mean, I had a serious operation. I had a tumor removed from my brain, and I really almost died. But it was a blessing in disguise. It was a wake up. And Airielle, my darling friend, who's an amazing healer, was there helping hold me here on earth. And all my ohana and my family just prayed and during the operation and just held me here. And I don't know if I crossed over into death, but I went very high. And I now really know that God is there for us and that God loves us, and that I now have faith, and I now can talk to God like God is an entity and He loves me. I was in a place where there was just no separation. It was just an open field. It was a unified field of love. There was no doctor, there was no me, there was no disease, there was no thought. It was just unified love and God. Mm-hmm. And we were all God. And the amazing thing was I didn't lose anything. I just got more. I was still me, and I was God, and everything was God. God was everywhere and everyone. And I've come back with that. And that's why right now I'm a joyful child discovering life again. And I know that this is the right path, and I will be true to this path of love and being true and being in delight and not worrying and not being in fear and separation. So
That's very beautiful, Alana. Thank you for sharing that. I know for many people out there who are ill or who have problems, you know, it's hard when you're sick, as we both know. We've both been very ill. And it's really hard to stay positive, and it's nice when you have that. I've had that wonderful connection. That must have been an incredible experience.
it's such a gift, even in the midst of incredible pain and an incredible fear. It was this is what it's about. This is it, you know?
Yeah, it must have been wonderful.
It is, and it can continue to be.
And it is wonderful.
And you come back and your thoughts start, and it's like, oh, and you get afraid, and you. But God is still here, and joy is there. You have a choice. So if you choose love and God and abundance and health, and you let God in, then there are blessings, you know. We really do have choice, so to be in love.
It's so true. It's so true. We really do have a choice. And it's a choice that we have to make over and over and over again. You don't just make that choice one time, right? And then you've made the choice. And, well, if you're really lucky, that happens. But for most humans, it doesn't happen that way.
Right.
You know, for most humans, you have to keep choosing, right? And choosing. Because in our lives, things come up to offer us every opportunity to fall back into that old pattern of not choosing joy or choosing to look at what's wrong. So we have to make sure we do that. That's a great lesson you brought up for us today. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for this. Thank you for listening.
I'd like to ask a question. You don't have to use this on TV if you want.
Yeah.
So tell me the story about when you met God on the operating table.
Well, I just did.
You did?
Just did.
Yeah.
What does he look like?
Me, you, the doctor, thought, everything.
So God is an essence, doesn't have a physical form except the forms we already know?
Yeah. I mean,
So God is another level of ourselves. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, God.
Where we all merge as one?
God is where there is no separation between any of us or between anything. It's just, it's sort of like every atom is like wah, 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 scintillating and full of God. And whether it's a thought atom or a tumor atom or a scalpel atom, it's all God, you know. That's what I felt, you know.
Wow.
I know.
That's great to come back here and share that, knowing.
It's really hard coming down. I mean, I was way up there and I didn't want to come back to
right.
Well, selfishly, I'm glad that you're back.
I'm glad you're back too,
Me
sweetheart.
too. My ego, my body's really happy. You know.
And I'm glad you're healthy and happy.
I am. I'm so blessed and lucky.
And we're so fortunate that we can have these incredible experiences and that we have a vehicle to share them, and hope that they can allow you into a place that you hadn't thought of, or share with you your journeys too.
And think how anyone else that has a challenge can remember what you shared and go into their journey with an awareness that it's something not to fear, but to embrace and really feel loved by it. It is such a wonderful thing. You've had a blessing because you were able to experience it and come back and share.
Yeah.
That's a real gift.
And it was, my ego has been in control, and I was so sick, it was like, okay, I can't do this on my own. I don't possibly see how I can stay alive, so I'm going to surrender and let God take over. And, God, it's up to you. And when I did that, miracles happened. The right doctor showed up. I mean, you know, it was a miracle to see if you get out of the way and ask for God's help, that God is there to help you. So.
We just have to remember that it doesn't always look like what we think it's supposed to
No,
look
it certainly
like.
doesn't. I didn't think that a brain tumor was particularly a gift. Thank you.
That's a little hard sometimes to realize that, so we have
Yeah.
to remember that one. Yeah. Thank you so much, sweetheart.
Thank you, dear.
And thank you, Jason.
Thank you, Jason.
And thank you. And aloha.
Aloha.
No matter where you go, no matter what you do, take that Maui style with you. 'Cause if you ain't Maui styling, you just living on an island. Maui styling, don't let me down. 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 There is sunshine in your heart. It's been with you from the start. Lift your head, look to the heavens, then you will feel brand new again. Don't stop me now, Maui styling, don't let me down. 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 Reach out your hand and help each other. Your mother, your father, your sister and brother. There is love in this family. Pick yourself up and get on your feet. Don't stop me now, Maui styling, don't let me down. 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 Makena styling, up country styling, Campo styling, Kahanapali styling, Hana styling, Wai'ehu styling, Bahia styling, Keanai styling, Maui styling, don't let me down. 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 Maui styling, don't stop me now. Maui styling.
I love you, Alana.
Yeah, you're my best little kid playmate.
Oh, boy.
Jason Schwartz, you've been behind that video camera all evening, so you can join in if you want, or you can just listen to Jason and all these magnificent singers. Thank you for being here, for supporting the Tibetan children. Jason Schwartz is going to lead us in We Are the World.
Let's see if you can do this one well. There comes a time when we hear a certain call and the world comes together as one. There are people dying and it's time to lend a hand to life, the greatest gift of all. We can't go on tending day by day that someone somewhere will soon make a change. We are part of God's great big family, and the truth, you know, love is all we need. We are the world.
them your hearts and let them know how much you care, and their lives will be stronger and free, as God has shown us by turning stone to bread, and we all must lend a helping hand. We are the world, we are the children, we are the ones that make a brighter day, so let's start giving. There's a choice we're making, we're saving our own lives. It's true, make a brighter day, just you and me. When you're down and out and there seems no hope at all, well, if you just believe, there's nowhere we can fall. Well, just realize that change can only come when we stand together as one. We are the world, we are the children, we are the ones to make a brighter day, so let's start giving. There's a choice we're making, we're saving our own lives. It's true, we make a brighter day, just you and me. Again, we are the world, we are the children, we are the ones to make a brighter day, so let's start giving. There's a choice we're making, we're saving our own lives. It's true, we make a brighter day, just you and me. It's true, we make a brighter day, just you and me. Thank you all for coming. God bless the children. Aloha.
Mahalo, Jason. Mahalo, Susie. Mahalo, all.
Thanks, Todd. It's true, we make a brighter day.